behave. So I learned this teaching in 2020 when Gaba, our pianist, Gaba Resnick, who is Argentinian but came from Brazil, is going to be visiting us for a whole month here, spending all the holidays. We were in the pandemic time, if you might remember, and there was an offer to do a virtual Selichot program. And we proposed. There are many synagogues who proposed different services, different options. And Gaba and I proposed an alternative, spiritual, mystical experience for Selichot. Everyone else was offering the typical traditional, so we didn't have to offer the same. We had to offer something different. He was in Brazil, I was in Aventura, North Miami. And that year I learned this teaching where the blast of the tekiah is a representation of how we are right now. What does it mean we are right now? It means the tekiah is a solid, one short blast. But being solid sometimes doesn't really mean to be thorough and entirely in humbleness. Solid also can be that you are stubborn, and you can be solid. You can be arrogant, and you can be solid. So the teaching says that solid tekiah that we encounter when we start before the high holidays is that solidness of fear, of arrogance, of frustration. That's how we probably are, many of us today, if we are not really doing the right work daily. And that's what we hear from the tekiah. The shevarim, the broken, is exactly the start and the beginning of the work. Because when you are solid from arrogance and from fear, you need to break up a little bit. You need some brokenness. You need to understand there's things that need to be worked. And once that shvarim breaks a little bit of challenges that you have, of that character trait that looks like you are really there and good, but it doesn't really help so much. It doesn't really give you good results. Then we have the work done, the vulnerability to understand that we can soften a little bit. And that's where the tuah comes, the cry of joy and the cry of, I can't believe I was the whole year just like that. The whole year was just so stiff. And I didn't realize. So the cry of joy that you overcome that at the same time, like, is that cry of regretness. And at the end, we have the tekiah gdolah, the long tekiah that allows us to be triumph, to take the trophy and say, now I have solidness, but it's really with humility, with humbleness. Now I can say, I made it. That's the real last. And that's what we're going to try today as we go through the Selichot service. We encourage you to follow the booklet and sing if you feel like. meditate, sleep, sing, stand up, sit down, lay down. Take it as a gift to yourself. Give this time to yourself. No expectations. Don't look around. It's just about you. Keep change in your pockets. Return to the land of your soul. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return to what you are. Return to who you are. Return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to the land of your soul, return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. And as we prepare to return to that land of the soul, each of you have your own soul, you know where you are, who you are, and what you are. We're going to imagine. If you close your eyes, sometimes it's easier, but you don't have to. Remember a time of happiness, a time where you can tell there were no worries, a time there was no tension, a time there was no time, a time there was no space, a time that being playful, smiling and happy was all it mattered. Just hold that moment, breathe that moment, cherish that moment, and bring it to this moment in this beautiful sanctuary. Happy are those who dwell in your house. Your house, the earth, is not just the sanctuary, it's this boat that we talked about. May we always be married to praise the Creator. Returning to page 2 as we recite the first verse of the psalm that is recited since the month of Elul started until Sukkot. Psalm 27, it says, Adonai Ori, Bishi, Mimi Echad. God is my light and my refuge secure. Whom shall I fear? When you have trust, when you have emunah, when you have faith, and you have bitachon. God is the stronghold of my life. Of whom should I be afraid? Sometimes we need just to let go and leave the control to the universe. We can't control everything, and if we want to, we can't. Sometimes we just need to have that leap of faith. You need to believe, you just need to trust. We have been so far on the introspection thing, a chance to think about things. But we brought also a moment of happiness and joy. And I want you to use that moment, I want you to have it present all this throughout this experience today, tonight, because it's going to help you as a brush, to brush your pain, your challenges, the happiness moment, that joyful moment is going to help you bring back good memories, and even the pain that you might have today, even the challenges, are going to vanish just with that moment. In Yom Kippur, and it has been for a long time, that it has been something called the confession. Something has been developed throughout time. It's not even written in the Torah itself. Although in the time of the Torah, they used to do offerings when they felt that they did something wrong. They wanted to do for thankfulness, for peace. So sometimes we have the regret. We have that repentance type of feeling. But for years and thousands of years and hundreds of years, we have been doing this confession where we say that we have abused, we have robbed, and we have been disrespectful, and it's okay to understand and identify those moments where we have not been probably our best. But repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating it all the time, it just really lower your self-esteem. Today we are going to start something new and something different that has been around. A challenge that put out there Rabbi Avi Weiss, a modern Orthodox rabbi from Riverdale, where he composed a positive vidui, a positive confession, not a negative one, where actually we can applaud ourselves, that we can say we did good. It's not all bad. We did things that are good as well. And it comes from a modern Orthodox rabbi, very famous Avi Weiss. He's a wise rabbi for sure. And he challenged everyone when he did this. And then others started to copy a little bit and came up with different poetry of how to compose alphabetically in Hebrew words that can be positive, that we can, instead of pounding our hearts when we say that we do it because we did wrong, we can give us a little applaud on our back. We can really caress our hearts. We need our heart to be happy, not to be self-punishment and self-punitive. So we're trying something new. For those who read Hebrew on the bottom of page 2, for those who read transliteration on page 3, and as we call it in Hebrew, the same melody that we all know, you can also respond with Jesse, the English part. So you understand what you're saying as well, and you can be happy for who you are and for the actions, the good actions you also have done during the year that probably are more than the wrong ones. Let's stand up right, let's rise if we can, so we can do it with solidness, and we can do it with all our body holistically, and we can say all the good things we've done.
We've spoken great things.
So now, it feels better to really say those words than to say that we have abused, that we have been really cruel. And yes, we have. We all have. We know that. Doesn't mean that we need to really say it all the time. So now we have pounded and given some recognition and acknowledgement to the good things we've done. It helps more to repair, to self-forgiveness, to self-love, to having self-compassion. Page 4. Give some energy, give some of your energy to someone else. Positive energy. Now we are in a different vibe. I encourage you to hug each other. It feels good. You know, there's something called hug therapy, laugh therapy. There's nothing better than a hug. I see the hug. Come on, guys. Everyone, come on. It feels so good to hug each other. One more time. Your voices. Big one, come on. Return to that little child of yourself. We return to love. We return. Bogomolni page 4. The 13 attributes, the 13 midot, attributes of mercy. When Moshe was fighting in the mountain because God was totally upset and disappointed the Jewish people because of the golden calf, there was one man. That man was Moshe Rabbeinu, our rabbi, who went up to the mountain again and said to God, you know what? He was able to defy God and say, you know what? You're nothing if you really can't forgive your people. You're nothing to me. You can be the biggest and the strongest and the fiercest. But you know, as a human being as I am, Moshe, I tell you, if you want to erase your Jewish people, your Israelites, and your whole humanity, you can erase my name from the Torah as well. Because sometimes it's not just about yourself and selfishness and just the family that is around you and people who live in your neighborhood. At times it's just really go and protest for things that are wrong. You need to stand for people, you need to stand for humanity, for making this world better. Can't be stand there idling, doing nothing. We didn't come to this world just to look at the mirror and say, it's just about me and the ones I know. So Moses says, are you really going to do that? And God says, Salachti kidvarecha, I forgive you. I forgive them because of what you just said to me. Sometimes it takes only one person to change the situation. And at times we feel that we have no power to change the world. We are wrong. Changing one person, as the Talmud says, saving one life, you can save the whole entire universe. So don't ever feel that you are little. Don't ever feel that you don't have enough, that you don't know enough. We all know. When you do with love and with consciousness, you are always right. When you do with coherence, you're always right. Always. Never doubt it. Never. And God said, you know what? You're right, Moshe. Not only I forgive you, but I also give you 13 words for a formula. That every time that you get mad at someone and you're upset and you are like as wrath and rage and angry as I am, I give you these words of mercy you can apply to everyone else in this world. It's all about forgiveness. All about forgiveness.
Now close your eyes and uncross your legs. And it's time to receive. And let's go together into a trip. Let's go travel together. And go back in time to find the mini me. The one that was happy. The times when you laughed, the time before he died, the time before I was humiliated, that time when you were pure light. Remember and look back into you. Can you see? Can you go back and find the happiest moment of your life? Can you see it? And it's time to return. Hello. Hello. Hello, me. The one that was healed. The one that was not sad. There were times when you were happier than before, than today. It is time to get back all the light, all the force, all the joy of that little girl, little boy. Can you come with me? Can you integrate the happiest moment of your life when you were younger, stronger? There was always a time. There was always a moment. And it's time to collect from that beautiful past. Not only the regrets, not only the sadness, there were moments of happiness, of forgiveness, of joy, and it's time to collect them. Can you collect? Can you feel the servant of the collection of everything you do right, everything that you did good? You do deserve to be happy. You do enough. There is this timeline. And feel it now. See how you from the past can give you all the happiness. Before, everybody had a past. And not necessarily always was a bad one. There were times when you used to be so prosperous, so happy. And now this new year, with all that happiness, with all that strength that that younger of you can give you, bring it to this present and initiate a new year. It's a new beginning. And see how with that force of light, of power, of joy, of health, of prosperity is bringing that force for you in this new year. See how you start a year of prosperity, happiness, health, and laugh. Can you picture yourself laughing? Elevate yourself, feeling proud of the good things you've done, of the people you have helped, of the people you left behind that were no good for you anymore. Can you be proud of you? Because I am good enough because I am who I am and I'm proud of it. Can you say that to yourself? I am who I am and I am proud of it. I am who I am and I am proud of it. It is time for you to forgive yourself for the things that we did not do right and to become the best version of yourself. Can you feel it? Can you be? Can you feel the servant of all the light you are in this planet? It is time to give thank you. Thank you to yourself for the times that you overcome everything you did wrong, the times you suffered, the times our people died and left, the times they abandoned you. Remember those times? But you still made it. You still made it and you're here today. It's time to feel proud of who you are.
hear our voice, Lord God. Spare us and have mercy upon us and accept our prayers in mercy and favor. Page 5. We're going to turn to page 7. Page 7 is something that we all know, that everyone enjoys singing together. Avinu Malkeinu. Let's all stand and rise if we can. Choneinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu. Choneinu Malkeinu. Yeimanu Masi. Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu, Yeinu Masi, Aseh Imanu, Aseh Imanu, Tzedaka v'chesed, Tzedaka v'chesed, Aseh Imanu, Aseh Imanu, Tzedaka v'chesed, Eloshim. Just remain standing, because when we heal, sometimes there are some scars. We're triumphed, we conquered. So we sing a refuah shlema, a speedy recovery for our little scars that we brought in Cantor today. We put a band-aid with this beautiful melody. We say during the high holidays, remember us. Remember us for good and the book of life. Let us be written and be sealed. Elohim Chaim Lema'an Elohim Chaim Bechotenu B'Sefer HaChaim Lema'an Elohim Chaim Lema'an Elohim Chaim. Lalai together. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. With joy. Lai, lai, lai. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Yai, 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 yai. One more time. Yalalai, yalalai, yalalai. Yai, yai, We're going to stand for the last time before we finish with this last prayer, which is a blessing, the oldest blessing that we have in the Torah, the priestly blessing, the Kohanim blessing. יברכך אדוני בשמך, יאיר פניו ויישא אדוני פניו וישם לך שלום. Most of the time when we have kids, we bless our children. We put our hands on their shoulders or on their heads. Today is all about you. So you're going to place your hands on your own head. You're going to bless yourself. You can put the two of them. Don't worry, we sing for you tonight. You can put the two hands on your own head. Bless yourself. We barely do this, so it's a good practice. 21 days, right, Josh? Maybe we could create habits. We bless ourselves every day for 21 days. You consider yourself blessed. May God bless you with good and keep you safe. May God be with you and me and kind to you. Isa Adonai panav panav elecha v'yaseh lecha shalom shalom. May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace. May God bless you and keep you. May God always smile to you, be gracious to you. May God always place the gift of peace forever and ever, again and again. Shana tova tikatevu. Jessie Wald, our beautiful singer. She's going to be our concerto soloist also during the High Holidays, accompanying all the High Holidays. Gaba Resnick, Yoel Del Sol, all the way from Cuba and Miami. And we have one more coming who couldn't make it tonight. It is Scott Claremont, who's going to be on the woodwind playing flute, clarinet and sax. through all the whole holidays. So if you enjoy the beautifulness, the spirituality, the beautiful music, this is the place for you for the high holidays. Together, we're going from here to the dessert to feel now and put something on the ego. We also need that too. Together. Shana Tova to everyone! We Shana Tova to